Hello?
Hi, Lisa.
Yes, it is.
Hey, this is Kevin from Anonymous Henchmen.
How are you guys doing?
Doing
Great,
pretty
doing
well.
great.
Yeah.
Who do I have on the line besides you?
I'm Dino, the guitar player. I'm Cruz, the other guitar player.
And I'm Kevin, the drummer.
Awesome. So y'all just at rehearsal.
Yeah, we just finished up.
So tell me about Anonymous Henchmen. How'd this come about and how'd you get the name?
We've been, me and Cruz here have been playing together since we were in high school. Roughly about, 20 years now? 17 years? Something like that. And we've played on and off, and this iteration came together like 3 or 4 years ago. And the Anonymous Henchman name came about because we were just dicking around at practice, and we were quoting Austin Powers.
Actually, Tom.
Yeah, Tom was quoting Austin Powers, and we just kind of stuck. So we just stuck with Anonymous Henchman.
Oh, okay. So what are your musical influences? Is it all different for each member of the band?
Pretty much, Kevin.
For me personally, a lot of I had parents that had a very eclectic musical taste, so I just kind of adapted that myself. Most of my influences come from various genres. I've got influences from jazz, like Pat Metheny. I've got influences from progressive rock, bands like Rush, Porcupine Tree. As far as metal is concerned, I lean more to the aggressive side, so a lot of classic thrash like Anthrax and Slayer, up to the more modern heavy hitters like Killswitch Engage and Lamb of God. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff that I kind of pull from personally.
I'm really into like Soilwork and a lot of the European melodic metal bands.
Uh-huh.
And In Flames and Scar Symmetry and bands like that. Cruz?
For me, I know pretty much, I listen to music 50, 60, pretty much every decade. And as far as metal, I'm pretty much the same. I listen to American metal, but I usually stick to the European metal more, like In Flames, Soilwork, like Dino said, Meshuggah. There's a whole list I can't think of. Like Epica, Nightwish, yeah.
Avatar.
Yeah.
We've all really gotten Avatar lately.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I've seen them.
Yeah, we just saw them a couple last month. Was last month already?
Yeah, last month.
Yeah. It was a badass show.
Over there in San Antonio?
Yeah, they played over here at our Alamo City Music Hall.
Aztec.
Aztec, sorry.
So you just put out a new album, so let's talk about that. It seems like it goes very from one extreme to the other, and you've got a lot of different sounds in between. So how did you come about with that sound?
We kind of just write how we're feeling at the moment. We just put stuff together, and we try to write with energy. And if something starts getting a little what's the word?
Well, it's because it's 3 different styles. Usually he'll write the majority of the songs, and then me and Kevin usually throw a couple in there.
Yeah.
So it goes back and forth.
Overall, everybody has a say, has a contribution. That we've our bassist has been a big Q&A guy. So he'll listen back on stuff throughout the development phase and kind of throw in his 2 cents to help really generate the sound that you get on the album. Dino does most of the producing, but it's always great to have another pair of ears there. For the rest of us, it's just kind of we bring our flavors in, and everybody else just kind of adds to it. For me personally, when I write a song, oftentimes I'll try to bring the structure. So I'll bring in the skeleton. You'll see the skeleton of the song, and then I try to let everybody else kind of add the the muscle and the nerves and the skin to it. So that's it's kind of I would say that's probably a good way to describe the way that we kind of, our creative process. It has a lot to do with that. Just somebody brings something in and everybody just kind of adds to it.
Why Reborn? What
Well,
is the idea behind that?
well, we had lost our original singer, and he was another guy that I've been playing on and off with for like the past 20 years or so, since we were in high school, and we felt like even though that some of the songs we had written with him, like we were reshaping them to make them a little different. And after he left, we got Lewis on vocals, and we started, changing our not quite our sound, but our attack and the way we felt. We just felt like we were kind of, starting over again. So we kind of took like the theme of the phoenix rising from the ashes. So the whole thing was like reborn, and that's how we got the image on our album cover.
I seen that you have some sponsors now, so let's talk about that. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty cool. We've been reaching out to a lot of people, and Envied, our singer, reached out to Envied Clothing, and they were real receptive. They're starting to promote us a little bit and starting to get our name out there, and we're trying to get their name out there too, like a mutual love, just
Right.
push them, they push us, and we'll see what the future holds. Maybe we can get more different sponsors. And
It's pretty exciting because you think there's so many companies out there that, some people, you hear a sponsor, some people might think, oh, well, who doesn't have a sponsor nowadays? But it's not like that. I mean, you really have to impress the people that sponsor you. They don't just throw those around contrary to popular belief.
Yeah.
It's something that they have to look at you. They have to say, does this group seem to represent, our kind of angle, and vice versa. There's got to be a mutually beneficial thing. So the fact that somebody, was able to, look at our proposal and say, yeah, we're on board, that was actually pretty elating for us.
So where do you see Anonymous Henchmen in the future?
as we're trying to build our show right now. We're trying to get more attention. We're working on getting our sound tighter, getting our overall performance just more entertaining. We want to be as engaging with the crowd as we can, and we want people to walk away from the show and still talk about it like the next day and the day after that, and be like, hey, did you see these guys? They're we don't want to just be the average metal band. We want people to go away remembering that they had a good time.
Uh-huh.
If we can attach an emotion to a show, that's really our main goal. Anybody will go out and drink and talk with their friends while live music is playing. But if you can capture the attention of your audience and associate a particular emotion with it, or elicit a certain emotion from the crowd, that's really I think what makes you stand out, and that's ultimately what we're going for.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the word of mouth travels fast.
Yeah.
So, any big exciting tours or tour dates or shows you got coming up?
No, we don't have too much booked right now. We're playing in Houston next
April 28th.
April 28th. Next Saturday, I believe, right?
Yeah, we'll be at Acadia.
Acadia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've got more shows coming through the pipeline. We've got something that we're setting up for May 26th. It's kind of an unofficial farewell show for our current bassist. He's been a real big part of the band. He's that Q&A guy I was talking about earlier. I would say he's been the backbone. The guy has handled pretty much all of the administrative work. He's been a huge contributor to the band. We're all pretty sad to see him go. But we got another guy that's gonna step in he's motivated to do it. He's, capable. So we're excited about that, but it's kind of, it's bittersweet because we're seeing a real long-term member and a good friend, leave in the same process. So, we're setting up a farewell show May 26th for that. That'll be at Zombies, right? Yeah, that'll be at Zombies in San Antonio. But we do plan to get out later in the year, kind of tour around the Texas area. So, we hope everybody stays tuned for that. It's definitely something that we're going to be announcing shortly. So.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys at Acadia on April 28th.
Are you going to be there?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome.
So, all right. Well, thanks guys for taking some time out to sit down with me and talk about what's going on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
And I'll see you at the show.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Stay dirty.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.